And we're live. Welcome to Beers with Bad Company. I'm your host, Bad Company, or the Beer Man. Or hey, you fucking dickhead. They get called that one a lot too. Either way, if you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. It's probably against the law. Everyone else, bottoms up. I fucking love that stuff. Beer.
Yeah.
Always a good thing. Roy, my guest as usual. Now, you're actually allowed to talk today. Um, was that flexing?
Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I wouldn't flex if I had arms like that. So
You don't have arms like that. Ooh.
I know mine work. Like if you weren't so fat, there would be nothing there.
I'm not fat.
Is that what your mommy tells you?
I almost have abdominal muscles. If I lost 20 pounds, you could see them. You can kind of sort of see them like a little bit under there. That's because of all the sit ups I do.
All of the sit-ups you do.
Yeah.
You do a lot of sit-ups, Roy.
Well, yes, I do. Incline sit ups. I mean,
Do you do these at yoga?
I don't do sit ups when I do yoga. That's a different time.
Can't take you seriously when you say things like that.
Core strength is a
Either
big,
way,
big thing. Core strength.
I know. That's why I'm so fucking strong.
Hey, I want to tell
Because I
you
have a strong
something.
core.
You do. I'm sure you do.
Okay.
I want to tell you something. I am now an arm wrestler. I went to my first arm wrestling practice with a real tables and real arm wrestlers, and I practiced with them. So now you cannot say I'm not an arm wrestler anymore.
Have you competed?
No,
Then you're not an arm wrestler.
I probably won't ever, honestly.
Well, then you're not an arm wrestler if you've never arm wrestled.
That is arm wrestling. We practiced on a real table.
That's practicing arm wrestling. That's not arm wrestling.
Well, whatever. Still arm
You can't
wrestling.
call yourself a gunfighter if you practiced the quick draw on the fucking range a few times.
It's not the
You've
same
never been
thing.
in a gunfight. You're not a gunfighter. It doesn't work that way, Roy.
I have been in the gunfight, but that's a different story. And I'm still
Are you
here.
going to tell us another cool story that starts with your cousin?
No, no, no.
Well, I want to hear
No,
about
but
this gunfight.
hey, guess who was at the practice?
Who?
Jerome Loud. That dude's
Who's
for
that?
real. He's the guy that beat BLM. I think he beat
Oh,
BLM.
the one that paid the refs to make up fouls.
I don't know about that, but
I
black
don't know if
fella.
the
He's
refs
he's
get
black guy.
paid.
You know who Jerome Loud is?
I
Black
know who
dude.
Jerome Loud is. Yeah, Jerome's been a fucking bad dude for a long fucking time. He just doesn't put his shit out there on social media too much.
Yeah,
He
he's
just he just fucking smoked Chance.
did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he handled Chance like fairly easily.
He's he's a impressive dude.
Yeah.
Like
He beat Chance and there was somebody else that was real good that he beat.
super nice guy too. Like everybody that was at the practice was cool. They were nice.
Which team was it?
I don't even know if they're. I haven't heard a team name. It's just these guys at Valdosta, which is about 35 minutes from here. I learned about them from Artem when I was talking to Artem. And funny thing is the guy whose house it was at. His name is Tracy Norman. He actually went to high school with my brother-in-law, the guy who's married to my sister. So I'm in Jacksonville talking to Artem, and he's talking about, well, there's some guys in Valdosta. Da, da, da. He's like, look up Tracy Norman on Facebook. I look up Tracy Norman on Facebook. I'm like, hell, he's friends with my brother-in-law on Facebook. And I'm like, okay. So then I contacted him and said, hey, man, I was talking to Artem. He said, y'all have practice. And You went to school with my brother-in-law, and he's like, yeah, come to a practice. So I went. It was cool.
And how badly did you get your ass whooped?
Well, I mean, they were just being nice to me. I mean, come on. The thing that the interesting thing that I learned was you don't want to like dig your elbow into the pad. You want to kind of just barely be on it, right? You're
Really?
yeah, that's what they were telling me. Like you don't want to really just bear down. Like you kind of want to be, because then you can't really move your elbow around, right?
I think it's really all situational. Um, there's a lot of times where you do want to fucking just bury your elbow and jam in. But generally, for a top roll, you don't want your elbow planted. It limits your mobility. You want to be able to. A lot of new guys get taught starting with this like C, letter C type swoop. And you start in one corner and you kind of run away to get your, and then you drive right to the back corner. But being able to move your elbow opens up a lot more options for your movement. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
But
real old dog guy there named Ronnie who I don't know how old he is, but he's older than me by a fair amount. He had me do this thing where I gripped up with him, and he was like, "Okay, pull me back to the pad, and then go this way, and don't let your arm open up." He was like, "Just do that." And he's like, "If you open up, we're gonna stop, and we're gonna do it again." But it was. I mean, it was really cool. It was interesting. I mean, it was very educational. I plan on going back.
well, generally, if you're able to maintain that angle, right? If you were pulling so hard back that you were opening your own bicep, you found the weak part of that motion, right? You can't once you
Right.
start putting out that much force and you start opening yourself up, you start losing piece by piece by piece, you lose it all. Um, and it's hard to take something back if it's been taken from you, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it wasn't, you wouldn't have lost it. So you don't ever want to open yourself up. So you try to just keep that same basic stuff down when you're starting and just keep being able to, weekly keep increasing the amount of pressure that you can maintain without ever opening. Because
Yeah.
holding a weight is a lot easier than moving a weight, right? Like holding it still versus trying to do reps with it, you're going to be a lot stronger in that hold.
You saying like a static hold?
Well, holding something here versus trying to bring it all the way up,
Oh,
it's a lot
okay.
easier to hold it than it is to start
I got you.
doing full range of motion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't ever want that to open up if you can help it. You don't want anything to open up. Theoretically, when that ref says go, you want to add your cup and stuff, but everything else through that arm, shoulder attached to your core shouldn't move as your body does all of that work
Right.
if you're strong enough.
Right. Yeah.
But
It was very interesting. Very, you know, enjoyed it. Fun time.
I remember my first practice, it was fucking terrible. I had a little old man, probably in his 60s, maybe 140 pounds, just whipped my ass. It was terrible. Like, there is no reason for this tiny little fucking dude to be beating me at this. Like, it does not make sense.
It's a very specific strength and skill, super niche. Is nothing else in the world really prepares you to do it. I mean, there's stuff that
Absolutely.
can.
And all of the strength that you work years and years to build to get better at for arm wrestling will help you in nothing in your life, only hinder.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I can't play ball anymore. I can't even play catcher. Like, I can't throw the fucking ball that many times. Like, it just kills my fucking elbow. But
Oh, I could throw a baseball harder when I was 10 years old than I can now. I
you could
mean,
never throw a baseball hard.
oh, well, I didn't say I could, but it was harder then than it would be now. I guarantee you.
When you're 10,
Yeah. Seriously. Like my shoulder just doesn't want to do that. Like, no, just doesn't
are
want to
you
do it.
right-handed?
Yeah.
And that was your right arm?
Yeah.
I don't think you ever knew how to throw a baseball.
Probably not. I pitched. I pitched on a little league team.
You seem like you'd be the catcher.
No, no,
But
dude.
then your
I'm the
glove got all
pitch.
worn out, so you had to retire.
I'm the pitcher. Remember that.
You're whatever the fuck I tell you to be.
I'm the fucker, not the fucky.
You are definitely a fucker. All right. So, Armed Gods is coming up
Yes, it is.
very, and I am so fucking pumped up for this, man.
You should
The
be.
whole fucking thing.
Man, there's some great matches. Great matches.
Fuck the matches. I'm going for St. Patty's Day and then the party. I mean, I'm just gonna whip Uncle John's ass, and then I'm just gonna get drunk watching the rest of the arm wrestling and get fucking wasted.
How many days ahead are you going? You're going to be there like a week ahead?
Yeah, Wolf just asked that in the chat. I am landing in Dublin Saturday morning, the 16th. And
So you're
then
going to, oh shit, you're going to be
I'll
there a
be
whole week.
in Carlingford by lunchtime the day before St. Patrick's. Or maybe
Yeah.
I'm landing at like noon in Dublin. I don't know. I'd have to fucking check, but whatever. I leave my place Friday afternoon and I get to Dublin Saturday morning or lunch or something.
Is Fox 8 Ball coming to pick you up again?
I fucking hope not, man. That dude, I love Fox, but I do not want to be in a fucking vehicle that he's driving. Fox and Wolfie picked us up at the airport last time, and I can't see Fox because he's this tiny little fucker, and you can barely understand a word that Scottish prick says. But I just hear him fucking howling about the beer man. I'm like, who the fuck is what? Jesus fuck. And this tiny little Scottish prick comes running through the crowd, jumps on me. But he did have a fucking case of warm beer in the fucking van for us for the ride.
Awesome.
And I think B and I were both fucking hammered by the time we got to Carlingford. It's like an hour away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Who
Wolf's
was it?
going on Friday, the day before. Yeah, Wolf, I think me, you, B, Steph, Marcus, and Nikki are all fucking off to like Dublin or something for St. Patty's Day to go get all fucked up.
Man,
Then I got like a week to recover from that to do it again.
you won't recover. You'll just keep getting fucked up every day.
I will get fucked up every day. It's Ireland. What the fuck else am I gonna do, man? People look at you funny if you're sober.
There needs to be an arm bet. On arm bet, it needs to be what is the odds Beer Man will actually be able to compete against Uncle John? Like it should be over at like 50-50. Like, are you just going to be so annihilated after a week of debauchery?
Why would I not be able to compete?
Just because you're going to be fucking passed out in a ditch somewhere.
I'll still make it to the match. Never not made it to a match because of my drinking. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you're in Ireland and you're going to go crazy. Like you're a madman.
I made it last time. I was drunk every fucking day the whole time I was there.
How much early were you there a whole week ahead of time last time?
5 or 6 days.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think I was there for 8 days last time or 9 days. This time I'm going for like 20.
are you really staying that long?
Man, I won't leave if I don't have to. Like, why the fuck would I want to come back here when I could stay in fucking Ireland, man? That place is awesome.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic, man. But Jesus, the fucking liver gets mad at you after a week.
Yeah. Luckily, you train your best training though. Out of all the training you do, you've trained your liver better than any other part of your body.
Ah, not really. See, people just think that. The truth is, I'm a fucking Burgoyne, and I was just born with it.
You were born with a Krypton liver.
Like, Burgoynes are impervious to alcohol poisoning. Can't get it. We've all tried. Can't be done. Yeah. My grandfather drank and smoked heavily every day of his life. Now, it wasn't an overly long life. He was absolutely riddled with cancer when he went, but he had it everywhere but his lungs and his liver.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Those were both just fucking fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my father, fucking, for like 40 fucking years, he drank a case of beer every single day, a full 24 every day. And then on the weekends, he'd get hammered. Right. So, and when he went in for his fucking physical at like fucking 50. And when they asked him how much he drank, he says, well, I usually drink the 24. And they're like, for a week. He's like, no, for the day. Drink more than that on weekends, but that's my usual day to day. And how long have you been doing that for? I don't know, 30 years.
Yeah.
They just flat out called him a liar. Like, you would not be here alive today if you consumed 24 beers a day every day for 30 years. It wouldn't happen. Like, well, either your books are fucking wrong or whoever wrote them's fucking stupid, because like I'm not proud about it, trying to brag here. I'm just telling you that's how it fucking is.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
It sounds like when when Ric Flair went to the doctor, like sometime in the '90s or whatever, they said asked him how much he drinks every day, and he told them, and they're like, "What?" They're like, "How long you been doing that?" And he's like, well, "Since 1972." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah, he's like usually 5 or 6 cocktails and then 8 or 9 beers. He didn't drink that much though.
Yeah, but every fucking day. I mean,
I mean,
kamikazes.
drinking 8 beers a day, like, that's not fucking difficult. We can get that done by breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, it's relative. I mean, some people just have, adapt and do different things. I mean,
Everybody's good at different things. If I'm not good at it, I don't do it. And I definitely don't do it in front of people. So that's
so
why I'm
that
not in porn,
yeah, I was gonna say you'll never be in porn.
but I do drink. And I am pretty good at it, if I
Yep,
don't mind saying so myself.
you definitely are. You're a
May have been
Canadian
told a
legend.
time or two that I am excellent at it.
You're a Canadian legend.
Street legend, absolutely. Um, Not entirely sure what Andy Beckett said there. Someone, not all like us have been doing it 30 years now, 40. I think Beckett's been trying to say he's been hammered every day since he was 16.
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Bit of a late bloomer, but hey, we're not all perfect. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I definitely was not drunk every day by 60. But I did start drinking heavily before that. It's just hard to get hammered every day when you're 13, 14. Where
yeah, you had to
booze.
pick your spots. I mean,
Man, at some point, your parents start realizing that all of the liquor bottles are just full of water. At this, like, usually whenever you start trying to drink all the whiskey and filling that back up with water, you know, it looks a little different. The vodka and the white rum, you can get away with that for a while, but they know when the whiskey starts getting turned into water.
yeah, starts getting lighter in color.
Well, it's not like we would take a shot and just dilute it a bit back with water. Like, we take the whole bottle and then just fill it up with water and put it back.
Oh, okay. So it's just straight water. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But generally, when the old man decided he was going to get into liquor, that's because both of his cases of beer were gone for the night. He couldn't tell the fucking difference. See, he watered down his fucking, here's all your orange juice, here's your 4 shots of vodka, and it's like, fuck, it tastes like watery orange juice. Well, maybe you shouldn't drink fucking 2 cases of beer first, Dad. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you were
So
actually
I
helping
went
him
with it
out.
for a while.
You were helping him rehydrate with all the water.
Just looking out for his health. It's my dad. I
Yeah,
love him.
I get it.
Maybe don't like him, but I love him. I'm
So,
making a cigarette.
so I drove north today 2.5 hours and saw my buddy and got my acupuncturist buddy. I got needled, and then I drove back 2.5 hours. And on the way back, I listened to the
You
live.
drove for 2.5 hours to have somebody put needles into you, and those needles didn't even contain drugs.
Correct.
That does not make sense.
Oh, it helped me a lot, man.
I mean, acupuncture is for the fucking birds. It's all like a
Intravenous.
fucking placebo. You drove for 2.5 hours, they put a bunch of needles in you, and then you think you feel better on your way home. If those needles were full of drugs, you would actually feel better on the way home.
Yeah, it's not a placebo, you ding dong. But
You're a big dong.
anyway,
Fucking call
I
me.
lit. Yes, a ding dong.
Don't touch my fucking ding dong, you fucking ding dong.
On the way back, I listened to Tom Holland, Jason Hill, and Earthquake Dan. They were doing their little thing, and they were talking about the upcoming Arm Gods matches. And Tom Holland was of the opinion that Stoica's path to victory, if he does achieve victory over BLM, would be through his hand. That he's got to top roll it. That he doesn't need to try to. He's going to be in trouble if he tries to press BLM.
Huh.
So I
That's an
thought,
interesting take on it.
yeah, what
Yeah.
you think? You agree or not?
Um, Personally, I don't think there's a fucking thing that Bogdan can do to win the match. I think Mulvihill is just way too fucking good everywhere. Um, I would think his best, highest percentage chance move would be a very fast press. Because like Bogdan can do it all. He's a good arm wrestler. I don't think he's going to be big enough and strong enough to deal with Mulvihill anywhere.
Yeah, what is his normal weight? He's not a. He's like just around the little over 200 normally.
I think he walks around just over 200, and he would like cut the weight to make the 200-pound class kind of deal.
Yeah,
But like he's a good arm wrestler, and he can arm wrestle everywhere pretty well at the same level. Like he doesn't have an ace kind of thing, right? He's at that same level with all of his moves. I just don't think any one of those spaces is his level high enough to beat Brandon. Now, generally, I'm fairly biased when it comes to Mulvihill. I think the kid's fucking incredible at like everything. Um, but yeah, if you could take Brandon's hand, it's probably the easiest way to beat him. It ain't fucking easy to do though. Like
yeah.
that shit is fucking solid.
Oh man, it's really starting to rain here now.
Yeah, here too. If I were to beat Mulvihill, it would not be fucking through his hand. I know that. Evan, is that a new homeless shelter you're at tonight? Ish. Not so much new, but the homeless need homes too. So
Captain Obvious says, "Beerman, what's your response to Trudeau's slanderous comments on you and Uncle John?"
I would need to know what this slanderous comment is.
It was the Arm Gods video with Trudeau talking about you and Uncle John.
Which I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. You should be watching those things, man. You're part of this. Come on.
Where the fuck are they posted?
YouTube.
What?
Arm Gods has a YouTube channel, you know.
I haven't got any notifications of shit. Well, Roy,
Eh,
fucking share it. Let me see it.
I don't know how to do that. You talking about like share screen or just do the put it
Yeah,
in the?
fucking pull it up on your screen, hit the share screen button, and fucking let me see.
All right, let me see if I can figure it out how to do this. Smart
Is
guy.
Uncle John really losing weight for the tack match? Not a clue.
No.
But he's gonna lose weight during the fucking tack match. That motherfucker's gonna bleed a lot. Look, I don't plan on just touching him to the tacks and letting him away with it. I'm gonna fucking rub his arm up and down that goddamn pad like it's a fucking cheese grater. Fuck that guy.
Okay, let's see. Share screen. This one. All right. Is it playing? I can't tell. I need to hit play and turn the sound up. Right.
Yep. Why is there no sound?
You can't hear it?
I cannot hear any of it.
Fuck. Well, how do I do that? Okay, I can hear it on my end.
Um, fuck if I know, man.
I don't know how to turn the sound up.
Got some
I'll
fucking
put
weird tabs open there, Roy.
yeah, I'm sure I do. All right, fuck it. I'll just put it in the chat and somebody else can figure out how to do it. How about that? Paste. There you go. Anyway, it's funny. It's like a funny thing where Trudeau's talking about you and Uncle John, how terrible y'all are, stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know he was an arm wrestling fan. That Trudeau. I figured he was more into satanic child rape or something.
Well, that's a rather extreme thing to say.
Yeah, they're all into that.
Wait a minute.
Bergwine. Yeah, the way he says it's Bergwine.
Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Give me a sec here. I might have figured it out. I think
All
I
right,
might have them.
I'm gonna go get a beer while you're figuring it out.
Well, that's a fucking great time for you to fuck right off. Huh. Well, I don't know if Roy can see this or not. I don't know. So I don't know if like anybody in the chat can hear it.
We, Canada, have a struggle on our hands, possibly the biggest fight this nation has ever been involved in. March 23rd in Ireland. Armed Gods 3 will take place. Unfortunately, the pathetic excuse of a team we have sent are all piss weak, like Auden Larrett, who was gifted a win over the Horse Whisperer at King of the Arseholes. Two of the most shameful pieces of shit to ever live in Canada. The fucking scruffy cunt, Evan Beerbelly Bourgoin, and the American traitor, Uncle Pedo Thompson, are just two of the most disciplined humans to live on our land, along with that jelly belly butterbean, Ryan the snitch. If you beat me, Espe, I don't really care on the outcome, only that I have revoked their passports as soon as they leave Ottawa International, the asylum-seeking cunts.
Okay, were you able to hear that? Roy, were you able to hear this?
I heard. Yeah, I could hear I could hear it. Like right when I got.
Two of the
Yeah, I
most
can hear it.
shameful to ever live in Canada. The fucking scruffy cunt.
I like that.
Beer belly Bourgoin.
The scruffy cunt.
Trader Uncle Pedo Thompson are just.
It's better than Uncle Pedo Thompson.
Along with that jelly belly butter.
Uncle Pedo Thompson. That's a bit of a rough one. Now,
Beer
everybody in the chat here, yeah, good. Okay, because that's fucking funny. Although I think I have seen that. I think it was sent to me last week because I have them saved on my computer. But okay,
Beer belly
in my
Bergwine.
defense, I was drunk as old fuck on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to fix my buddy's wall from where I fell through it, but after the show.
Do you remember? Do you remember ending the show last week?
No.
You
Right.
just you.
I don't remember the show last week
So
at
you
all.
got
I don't know
you
who was on it. Nothing.
you got up to go piss or something or whatever, and you were gone for a few minutes, and you came back and you didn't say anything to anybody. There's still like 3 or 4 of us here, and you just I see your arm reach into the screen and you grab the mouse and it just goes click and we're done. It's just like
Really?
yes, you just like
I didn't even fuck you off or nothing.
nothing. It was just like
Did I
all
go
of
to
a
the
sudden
bathroom and puke or something?
I don't know. You just got up and left and stayed gone for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and when you next thing we see is like you come your arm like turning it off, and it's just
Like we didn't even stay on the call after
oh
fucking I ended the live?
no it was over.
He said, fuck this, close the computer.
I just closed the computer.
He said, fuck this and close the
I
computer.
didn't even like fucking end anything. I just closed the fucking computer.
Yeah, he said, fuck this and close the computer.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was drunk long before the show started.
Yeah.
I don't remember starting the show. I don't remember who was on the show. I don't remember anything we talked about on the show. Nothing. I was blackout drunk before the show started.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad. It was just funny.
Don't care if you are.
Yes, you do.
But it makes sense why I have these and don't remember them. Because there's a second one here from Trudeau.
You played the one about you being president.
Okay. Well, here we go. I'll see. I'll just hit this button and hit this button and do this.
I address the nation today with sad news, something that pains me to say. However, for the success of
We can hear this?
I have decided
Yeah.
to resign from my position as Prime Minister of our beloved Canada. Please do not believe the rumors of me in a gimp suit at a gay massage parlor in Gatineau. I know this is a loved leader of the far left
What the fuck is this?
community, but never fear I have left you in the capable hands of a respected Canadian citizen who I know will
No.
lead by example, a man of extreme morals, a man that there for the people.
This can't be
a man
good.
that will listen to you, a man that loves animals, especially bears. I give you
That fucking sounds like Trudeau, too.
words, Mr. Bourgoin.
Goddamn Trudeau, I fucking told you not to contact me during the hours of 9 a.m. to midnight. I have beers to drink and shit to sort, for fuck's sake. Okay, oh. Anyway, what the fuck are you looking for? Okay, hold on. That sounds like it's me talking.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely sounds like fucking Trudeau talking.
Maybe this is a real video you did and you don't remember doing it.
Oh, man. I gotta quit drinking. This is getting out of fucking hand. Okay. What's so important to get me out of bed? I'm dying with a hangover. Keep it down. Ooh, I'm left to the nation and you made me the new prime minister. Well, that was dumb as fuck, wasn't it? Right nation, as your new leader, I declare my first actions. All liquor stores will give me free beers, preferably delivered to Pembroke on the hour daily. All French people leave Canada and fuck off to France where you belong. I know what you're thinking. Bourgoin is a French name, but my 2/3 Irish beat the French side out of me. Je ne parle pas français and slanche, to that I say. I also declare that I win one Armed Gods arm wrestling match a year, and last but not least, Beerman Day, 30 days each month. Especially in February. Anyway, this job's stressing me out already, plus it's officially Beerman Day now. Any issues need addressed, ring Alan Ford. Who? Yeah, if you have an issue and need a dress, contact Alan Ford.
Alan's always the go-to.
Well, if you need a fucking dress, that's the guy. Holy shit. That's fucking funny.
The funniest thing is it showed you actually training with a weight.
I did that. I did do that. But I wasn't saying any of that shit when I did it. That was in fucking Cuba. There was nothing else to do in Cuba. Just fucking, like, I was at a buffet 3 times a day, plus 2 other times a day at the fucking snack house. And work out 4 times a day. All I did was fucking work out, eat, and sleep. Like, you go lay down at the pool, and it's like, why the fuck am I laying at a pool? Like, I don't even know how to fucking swim. Why am I here? There's nothing fun about this.
You don't know
So
how to
I go back
swim?
to the buffet because eating is fun.
You really don't know how to swim?
They used to. They used to could.
You probably float. I mean,
Nah, I don't know. Last time I went swimming, I was positive that I was going to die again. That would have been the third time I've died and the second time that I've drowned. So,
You felt there's booze in the water. You're trying to drink it.
so my ex-wife, myself, and my cousin, we decided I got this big fucking rubber dinghy. It was pretty fucking badass. Bluetooth speakers and fucking coolers built into the shit. Like it was awesome. I love this fucking thing. It was a 6-seater and fucking like the bottom had a fucking mesh. It was a fucking pretty sweet little fucking dinghy. So we put it in at the fucking marina, and then we wanted to float all the way down to the rapids, hop out at DeBose so we could go get cheap beers and then fucking drive home. But we got fucking wasted the whole way there, and we didn't really set up somebody to pick us up when we got there. And our vehicle was like 3 hours away. Poor planning, poor planning.
yeah.
But we got so fucking hammered, and we get out into the middle of the Ottawa River is fucking really fucking big. Like it's a massive waterway.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out so well. We got out into the middle and we realized there's a fucking hole in this thing somewhere. And it
That's
keeps
not good.
deflating. So we had to come up with a rule when you had to get up and go over to the ice cooler that's built into the fucking thing. You must reinflate the fucking. We did bring the pump with us, so you get up and get a beer, you reinflate the dinghy as you get your beer. But you don't sit low enough in it to. It was like weird to like sit in the middle where all the water is to pee there because you were like peeing on everybody's feet. So we would just hop out of the dinghy, hold on to it, just piss in the water, and then climb back in. Somehow I let go, thinking no big deal. I can swim. I hadn't tried swimming in several years, but I knew how to do it pretty good. Like I was a certified lifeguard at 14. I swam all the way across the Ottawa River in my teens.
Dang.
Pretty big fucking river. I couldn't swim. And when I let go of the fucking rubber dinghy, I started sinking. And I was thrashing like I was trying to pee when I got in the water. I don't know how that piss went. I completely lost track of that because I started sinking. And next thing you know, here I am sitting on the bottom of the fucking river looking up. Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is really how I fucking die? Out of all of the dumb shit I've ever done, I'm gonna die because I forgot how to fucking swim. This is fucked. But it's like it's not like super dark down here. Like it can't be that far to the fucking to get some air. Like maybe I can't swim up, but if I like jump real hard now that I'm on the bottom, I might be able to get a quick breath and start working my way towards shore closer. I don't know. I exploded out of the water and then realized like the water's only actually this deep. So I just walked and it was fine.
So,
But I'm not kidding. That's a real fucking story. I was thrashing and flailing and trying to stay above water, and I sank and I hit the bottom and thought, for fuck's sakes, this is how I die. And I was only in 5 feet of water. But I was drunk enough that I didn't know.
well, I was gonna say you must just been fucking blackout drunk to not. I mean,
Well,
because
here's
like
the thing. I was only like 23 then. Blackouts didn't happen often.
you must have been super drunk. I mean, like you don't go from being a
Oh, yeah, absolutely fucking wasted.
a
Look,
lifeguard to not being able to swim at all.
I could drink 40 fucking beers, falling over drunk, and remember everything. I might get details wrong, but I remember something. Like I remember it was whatever.
You didn't have like
Now
hours
it's
hours
like,
at the time where you don't remember anything.
Yeah, fucking 6 beers in, and I start like missing things. Like, really, that happened? I don't remember that at all. Well, you weren't even fucking drunk, no. But I could stop. I could have 6 beers, stop drinking, and then I got a hangover if I stop drinking.
Dude, I don't remember a lot of shit. Like, not even being drunk or anything. Like, I went and saw
Yeah,
my
but you're
buddy.
old.
Yeah, I went and saw my buddy's band play this past Friday. Uh, and he and I were like best friends, like in sixth grade and all the way through school. And we kind of, you know, over the last several years, we kind of not just we just kind of no, we didn't have a problem. We just sort of our lives went in different directions. But now he finally got rid of his wife, and I got rid of mine, so our lives are much better. And he's like, "Do you remember, me, you, and your wife? We went and saw this. We went to a concert in Macon. We went and saw it on his." And I was like, "Fuck, you're right. We did do that. I had totally fucking completely forgotten about that." But I think it was. I was like, "Damn, did not even remember that." But then when he mentioned it, I did remember it. I was like, I probably just trying to repressed all the memory because my ex wife was involved in it. But anyway, it's weird.
I don't know what to
Like,
tell you, man. So basically, I didn't listen to any of what you said because I don't fucking care about your life. Um, I much prefer talking about mine. Uh, so I didn't die clearly because I'm still here, but I did two previous times before that. That's neither here nor there. Um, since then, I just assumed I don't know how to fucking swim. Now I've been in a pool a few times, but I know the water's not that deep. But if I try to like do the floating thing, my brothers always laugh because I fucking sink. Like I don't float. It's
that's weird.
yeah, it's a muscle density thing, right? You would think because I'm fat, I'd float. Nope. If
Well, and also you're
everybody's
fully.
muscle density is different, and if you are real densely muscled, you will sink, even if you're fat. Except my ass. Apparently, my ass is either way too fat or not that dense. Because when I start just laying there, I will sink to the bottom of the pool, and no matter which way I'm facing or sitting or whatever, I will flip around, and my ass will be like starting to float.
Well, and that brings up a point I was going to say. It's even more inexplicable because shit floats, and you should float because you're full of shit. That's why your ass wants to float up. That's the main reservoir of all the shit you're full of.
Well, then your fat fucking head would always be floating. Shit for brains. Yeah. So I have tried swimming a few times since then, and it seems that yeah, I was just too fucking drunk. I forgot how to do it,
Yeah,
which I don't even know how that's possible.
I yeah, it's weird. It's definitely strange.
Yeah, well, everything fucking about you is strange, Roy. Where's the
You want
light?
to you want to talk about the Armed Gods matches?
I would much prefer to talk about the Iron Gods party that'll be happening after the matches.
Well, we can't. I mean, like, we don't know what the matchups are for that.
What
We
do you
know what
mean?
who's going to arm wrestle who. We don't know who's going to party with who. Like, we don't know that.
Everybody that wants to come to the next Iron Gods is going to party. It does not matter if you're good or if you win. If you can't party, you're not getting the call back. Look at me. I am proof. I haven't won, but I can fucking party. So back I go every time.
Yeah. Plus, you're kind of like the team mascot too, right?
All right, Roy. That's about enough of you talking. Like, that's where the fucking line is. Like, that one actually hurt, and I don't like it.
That wasn't mean.
It's actually, I found it. Don't worry about it. I set the lighter on my lap, and I couldn't see it when I was looking for it because it was under my gut.
Yeah,
That happened. I've been eating an awful lot trying to put on size for this.
you should. Uncle John is huge.
I'm not as worried as I was about him. Right.
Well,
I had myself as a fairly big underdog after Valhalla 2. That match with Brandon Allen, I was like, John, are you selling this? Like, there is no fucking way. That's the level you're at if you're trying to fucking run through me. You know? Uh, you put out some pretty fucking impressive performances, and that Brandon Allen match is not one of them. I was like, what the fuck? That shouldn't have been a match. And, John's gonna fucking lie. He'll fucking sell it, make it look tougher, make the match look good. You don't get any views if it's fucking one-sided. Whatever. All right. He was probably just fucking around trying to make Brandon Allen look good. He's at his house. And the dude's a gorilla that could just rip his fucking arms off. Not at the table, but like as soon as the match was over, he could. Okay. I could see John just fucking it around, whatever. But that match that he just had against Jeff Dave,
yeah. Top rolled him.
that wasn't sold. That was real. He ain't that good, and he ain't that strong. He's in trouble. He needs to put on a significant amount of strength from last weekend till 3 weeks from now. Yeah, he's got a month to significantly increase that, or he's in big fucking trouble.
You heard it here first.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've arm wrestled with Jeff Dave. He beat me one time, and I've beaten him every other time since.
Lefty?
And that one time that he beat me, I had fucking torn bicep tendon. I tried to fucking give the belt away because my arm was fucked. And then they asked me to defend it. Dude, we're going to bring up Jeff Dave from Minnesota. Just your arm's fucked up, whatever. Just lose the fucking match to him. Then you can take the time off, rest, heal, fucking. And as soon as you're fucking good to go again, we'll give you the rematch right away. And then you can just get your belt back from him. Sounds like. Well, that's pretty cool because I've never got to meet Jeff Dave. I wanted to arm wrestle him anyways. Awesome. Get him here. I'll drop the belt to him. And then I'll get it back. Turns out, even that fucked up, I still got into a fucking decent match with him. And then I lost. Whatever.
Yeah.
Have I told you about the fucking shit show I had to go through to try to get my rematch?
With Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did. I don't really remember the details, but I do think you told me this.
Well, don't care. Gonna say it again.
Do it.
I was pretty fucking frustrated about all this. It took me several months to fucking let that heal. I've been dealing with it for years, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I needed significant time off to heal this. So I just left it alone for 6 months, only did light rehab stuff. And now it's feeling good, tight, strong. I think we're good. So I start training. Yep. There's no issues. I start training harder. I'm like, I'm at 100%. Feels great. No more pain. Strength's there. I can move all the directions that I couldn't go before with the injury. Fucking right. Call up the guy. Hey, I want my fucking belt back. My arm's ready to go. When's the next one? Oh, well, we just kind of promised somebody else the next shot. I was like, well, why would you do that? You told me I could have whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. Well, kind of, we've already got this plan, but I mean, you're next right after that. Said, okay. The next day, I see a fucking announcement that the winner of this fucking tournament gets that shot. I'm like, what in the fuck is this, right? You just told me yesterday you'd already promised somebody the shot. So I go down, I win the tournament. They still give the shot to somebody else. Like, okay, that's a little fucked. Then it's like, oh, well, we already had it planned. He was supposed to win the tournament. Then you showed up, so he didn't pull because we didn't want him to lose to you and then not have the match. Like, well, how the fuck does that make any goddamn sense? I was supposed to get the goddamn match anyways. And then I earned the fucking match and I still don't get it. Like, what the fuck, man? It's like, well, we're doing it in this town and that's where he's from. It's just better for the event. Whatever. So I get the next one though. Yep. Okay. Next event's supposed to be in September in Sudbury. I've already got the shot, right? It's guaranteed. Now, a buddy of mine that's passed away since, so I don't want to talk any shit on him because I do love that guy. Promoter calls me up and says, hey, I know we promised you the shot and we owe it to you, but we're doing it in Sudbury. This is a hometown guy, and it's better for the event if he pulls Jeff for the title, and then you get the winner no matter what. Well, fuck. I really wanted to see Brian pull Jeff anyways. Like, I just like that stylistic matchup. Sure. Let them pull. I want to see the match anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff wins 3-2. Perfect. Okay. I'm supposed to pull Jeff now at the Toronto Pro Super Show. Finally. I get a phone call about 2 months before that from a quite drunk Mike Gould saying he wants to fucking pull Jeff. He's never got a chance to do it. He's had a long career. That's one guy he's never got a chance to pull. I know you don't want to fucking step back and give somebody else the shot again, but Evan, I'd really appreciate it if you let me take it. All right, well, for fuck's sakes.
It's Mike Gould, man.
Mike,
you got to do it, right?
Dick. Well, I love Mike Gould. I fucking do. Yeah. All right, Mike. Take it. Whatever. So then I have to qualify. So at this point, I don't just get the next shot anymore because I gave it up. Okay, so I got to qualify for the next one. I broke my arm at Nationals in 2017 against Mike Gould. Fucker. If he would have showed up in that goddamn shape for the match against fucking Jeff, he would have fucking smoked him. But instead, he got his ass kicked by Jeff, which pissed me off. So then I pulled Mike at Nationals and my arm broke. But it wasn't like one of those fucking crazy loud breaks where your arm fucking explodes and goes all floppy. There's a video of me walking off the stage. Like, Mike and I had a good, 25, 30-second match. There's a video of me walking off the stage. Like, fuck's sakes. I beat Uncle John twice that day. Once before Mike broke my arm and once after. And there's a video of me fucking hold my arm like, fuck, I think my arm like fucking broke, man. Like, that does not feel right. I fucking think it's broken. Whatever. I finished the tournament. I beat John again with the broken arm. Lost 2 more times to fucking Mike. Whatever. A month later, we've got Brockville Ribfest. The winner gets the next fucking title shot against Jeff. Like, for fuck's sake. My arm's screaming in pain. I don't know it's broken yet, though. Like, it wasn't a crazy break. It was just like this fucking little split crack that goes all the way up.
Like a hairline crack all the way up.
Yeah, it didn't split like the whole way through the bone, just the outside top part of this. Like, the inside of it was still intact, just the top part of it, there's this little crack through it. So basically just pain, right?
Yeah.
So the whole training for that month to get ready for Ribfest just like hurt a lot, whatever. I went to Ribfest. I finally got my very first win on Mike Gould with the broken arm that he broke a month before that. The fucking pain in it, though, after that event was so fucking bad. Like, that, I got to go get it checked. Like, there's something fucking wrong. And they're looking at the x-rays like, yeah, it looks like you broke your arm about 5 weeks ago. Like, I fucking knew it. Fuck's sakes. Anyways, I win the event. I get the next title shot. Gave my arm 4 weeks off, let that fucking heal. Cool, right in line for that belt. They just give the fucking title shot to fucking Rick Heidebrecht instead of me. For no goddamn, there's no rhyme or reason. just, I get told, sorry, Rick's getting it. I'm like, well, why the fuck did you say the winner of the fucking tournament gets the fucking shot? What's the fucking point in going and qualifying for these fucking events if it doesn't fucking matter anyways? At this point, I realize I am definitely just getting fucked around, and I'm not happy about it. So I went down to the event anyways and beat the piss out of both Rick and Jeff. And then I've beaten Rick every fucking time since, but I still don't have my belt.
What promotion was this?
Oh, we don't got to go through all of that.
Okay.
Look, I love Joe Gould, and I don't want to throw him under the bus for being such a dick.
Was it Arm Melter?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It was a very upsetting process.
Sounds like it.
But, well, it actually wasn't Arm Melter anymore. Arm Melter ran right up till 2016 or something, and then they changed it to Arm Fight Club. So all of the title holders from Arm Melter, that was it. There's no more Arm Melters, so those are the final champion of the Arm Melter League ever. That's it. I lost my title I defended it for like fucking 3 or 4 years. I had the belts. And not just one of them. I'm the only guy to ever hold the open weight belt in both arms. And not only am I the only guy to have both of them, I had them both for the same time and for years. You can go through the list of other people that have held the belts, either right or left. You got Devin, Mike Gould, Earl Wilson, Ian Carnegie. Fucking, there's a long list of fucking bad dudes that have held these belts over the years, but none of them have ever held both. And I'm the only guy that's ever held them both at the same time. Well, clearly, because nobody's ever held both. Not even at different times.
Right.
And I never lost either of them. I also had 3 other belts at the same time. At one point, I was holding 5 belts in that Arm Melter League. I had the heavyweight left, super heavyweight right and left, and the open overall left and right. The only one I didn't hold the right-handed heavyweight one because Alan Ford had it, and I wasn't interested in going and taking one of my teammates' belts. I had enough.
Oh, you nice guy.
Right. Oh,
well,
fuck.
probably,
Was I mad at Mulvihill? So,
Alan
I don't know if
beat
you've
you.
ever seen the birthday event that Arm Melter had in Petawawa, where I was blackout fucking drunk before the fucking event even started. I do not remember my super matches that day. I got thrown out before the event was even over for lighting a table on fire. Whatever. So I wasn't there for the overalls or anything. So I had a really big weight cut. I cut like fucking 24 pounds to make 220, right? Except I fucked that up a little bit. And I cut down to 216. So I actually cut 28 pounds when I meant to do 24. Like, I was fucked up. And I rehydrated with booze.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah. Well, you were there for Arm Gods, where I'm like, okay, I made my 231. I'm not touching a fucking beer until I at least get back to 250. Not going to happen, right? I didn't until I got to 250.
Right.
I may have caved at 249. I'm like, fuck it, that's close enough. But I literally walked off the scale, went and grabbed a glass of water and a pint at this one. Pretty fucking stupid. You can't rehydrate while dehydrating with booze. So the next day I woke up, I didn't have much of that back yet, just a hangover. And I started drinking first thing in the goddamn morning. And I don't remember the super match. The one against for me and Christian Gilbert, we got a little heated at one point. I started like punching the fuck out of the table and screaming at him. And I don't remember any of that match. Either way, I got kicked out for like the table on fire. Not my fault. I blame other people. Mulvihill wins the overalls, right? Which he wins the overalls. He qualifies for the next title shot against the current champ, which is me.
Uh-oh.
I remember drinking with him after the event, being like, dude, you're not actually trying to come take a run at my fucking belts, are you? He's like, well, I earned the shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but I mean, you're my fucking teammate and my student. Like, why would you even? At one point, like on one side, it's okay. You know, you can't try to ever hold a teammate back. You always want what's good for your teammate. But to me, I would never run up one of my teammates. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. He wanted to. So I put a fucking vicious beating on him in the match. Like, I clowned on him very, very hard. And he did not want to try again for a long time, which is good because
Yeah.
I haven't had to take a loss to him ever since he got way better than me.
Yeah.
I've never lost a match to him. One time left-handed, but the refs were fucking out of their goddamn minds on it.
Well, that doesn't matter. The referee's decision is final.
Have you heard of like, you know what a high pin is, right?
Yeah.
Usually, you know, if they call it and you're like within an inch and you're like, fuck, that was an inch off. Like, that's a pretty fucking high pin. This was 6 inches. Like, I went, bolt. That's it. Like, my arm's still goddamn vertical.
They called a pin?
Yeah. So the thing is, that event had run for like fucking 9 hours and it was supposed to be done in 4, and it's outside, and now we're dark and it's fucking raining. We're underneath this tent, but it's rained so fucking hard all day. We're standing in fucking puddles. It was a fucking shit show. And the refs were just not having it. I don't think they really gave a fuck. They yell, go, bah. And they yell, stop, winner. I'm like, the fuck, winner for what? You pinned you. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, I wasn't even close. I didn't even go to a losing side. What the fuck? Like, Evan, the fucking pin line is still shaking. And Mulvihill he's walking away from the table. Too bad, Evan, they already called it. He knew goddamn well how fucking high it was. And I look at the ref, like, I give the table a little shove with my. Yeah, it shakes the fucking pin line if you touch the table. What the fuck, man? I don't know. I thought it was a pin. Sorry.
Oh, he thought like he blinked and you went like this and was back up.
It's just, it was fucking dark. There was not good lighting. The event should have been done while it was still daylight. Like, this is the middle of summer. It's fucking, you could see until 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we were past that, and it's pouring rain, and it was a shit show. But to be fair, I got a real bad one on fucking Mulvihill that day right-handed. When that ref yelled go, I probably jumped my elbow 4 inches into the air and just came down on him. It was fucking atrocious. Like, even the WAL wouldn't have let that go if that's the guy they wanted to win. Like, there's no way you can't call something like that. But somehow, either they didn't see it or they just didn't give a fuck. We want to get out of here. So I got one that I shouldn't have gotten. He got one he shouldn't have gotten. Whatever. But I still haven't lost to Mulvihill. Really.
Well, that's good. Just
That's
don't
because
ever
we haven't competed against each other since he's better. But
Yeah.
I am quite confident I will whoop his ass right now left-handed.
Left-handed, okay.
Yeah, we get to practice, and I can hold, play, do whatever I want for a good long time. 45 minutes straight on the table with everybody. But Mulvihill's running that table over there right-handed, getting ready for his match. I'm over here on this table left-handed, getting ready for my match. And we're kind of just like, okay, you beat up everybody right-handed, I'll beat up everybody left-handed, and we just fuck up the whole team. And then everybody's like, okay, well, why don't you guys fucking arm wrestle each other? It's like, well, I don't want to arm wrestle somebody left-handed that's going to rip through my arm. We're getting way too close to like game time. I don't want my arm to get used to getting ripped open at all. So no, I don't want to arm wrestle him. And if his right arm's fired and mine's not, he's not going to want to get his arm ripped open. So why would we do it? And we're both fucking stubborn pricks. And we're going to get in there. We're going to start feeling it. It's like, I wonder, can I?
Yeah.
So we just avoid it. We don't do it. And then Melville, yeah, we can control ourselves, can't we, Coach? No,
No.
we can't. We've never successfully been able to do it before. So it's like, wow. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. All right. So if we're going left-handed, I don't want you attacking my left. Just hold. And we'll just get some work in. Like, we'll just burn out. So I grab onto him. His hand feels solid, but I'm able to turn it over. Okay. Give it a little pull, like, huh. Are you serious? He's like, give her. So I just tighten up on it. And, holy fuck, that, like, I'm going to go right through it. He's like, yep, your left feels real good. Sweet. I wasn't expecting to be able to do that with him. His left's fucking pretty good too. We switch it to right-handed. My right arm's fresh as a daisy. I didn't even put it on the table that night. All I did was arm wrestle left-handed. And I grab his right arm. He hasn't done anything but right-handed either. Man, his hand had the square root of fuck all forgive in it. Like nothing. Not surprising. Right-handed, my hand's never been the real threat. Well, the only thing that I want my hand to do is set the hook. So trying to come at his hand, not a great. Whatever. It's not surprising that I couldn't do anything up there.
Yeah.
So he just sinks into a hook with me. Like, you feeling good? It's like, well, just ease into it. I'll start putting some. He's like, nah, give it to me. I got it. Okay. Everything I got. Fuck. Might as well been a fire hydrant, man. That fucking thing did not budge. Ridiculous. No.
How long ago was that?
Oh, 3 weeks? About 3 weeks ago. But
You think he hooks or top rolls against Stoica?
I can see a lot of possibilities in this match. I don't have enough data for equal opponents for comparisons and stuff. I know Bogdan is very fast and he's got a lot of options. I know Mulvihill is very fast. He doesn't have the same options on go that Bogdan does. I think Bogdan's got a lot bigger of a spread there.
He
But
gets
I
into
think
that press.
all of Mulvihill's options are better than any of Bogdan's.
Bogdan gets into that press so fast.
Yeah, no, he's very fast at that. Mulvihill is extremely fast on this outside thing. So if Stoica tries to come in on that as Mulvihill's fucking firing out, if Bogdan's shoulder gets separated and extended, I could see his arm exploding.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go really fast to press through BLM off the start. Like I think if he tries that, BLM will stop him and just
I
fucking
think
top
the
roll him.
only way Bogdan can possibly beat Mulvihill is if he jumps that inside and Mulvihill tries to come outside at the same time and Bogdan gets there first. And then
Yeah.
Mulvihill ends up extended. But even that, if it stops, I mean, Brandon doesn't care. Like, he will break his own fucking arm to win. And he will drop down, cantilever it, stand back up to catch it so he doesn't get fouled out. Like, he is willing to break his arm just to drop down and fucking yank that shit up. Like, he will. But I don't think his arm will break. But if he goes in to catch that fucking fast press, to me, the only place that I could ever beat Brendan is going to be inside, right? That is the only option of me getting a win. If he gets outside of my hand, I am absolutely fucked. But I could theoretically get in there, drive a couple in, but not the last practice with him. Definitely fucking not. Yeah. I can't see how Bogdan could win anywhere outside of that, except for a really fast press when Mulville's going outside.
Yeah.
And if we see that happen, it's like, Brendan, hook, like, do not fucking do that again. If he's coming in, fucking go in. Like, you're the bigger, stronger man. Fuck that guy. Grab him
Yeah.
by the wrist, meet him in the center, tell the old man that you're the daddy now. Fuck him up. Like, he's not strong enough to beat you when you match him in there. Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe bet to put it on Mulville. I can't see how he's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see this match. I was super interested to see the O'Dwyer, him and O'Dwyer, but that was intriguing to me.
Unfortunately, you won't see it. And not only will you not see Adrian O'Dwyer against Mulville at Our Gods, you won't see Adrian O'Dwyer against anybody because the motherfucker only knows how to fucking pull himself off and pull out. That's it. Yeah, like he'll never have kids because he pulls out like a motherfucker. And so early. Whatever. I got pissed. Be right back.
Me too. Okay, chat. Do something fun. We both came back at the same time.
I think you planned that out because you just like coming at the same time as me. It's fucking super weird. All right. Why the fuck would that many people stay watching this while there's nothing happening?
Because they know it's going to be really exciting when we get back.
Ooh. Here's the problem with that. I think I have to shit.
Ooh, that's not good.
Wait, hang on.
Oh,
Okay. That'll give me a minute. I bought myself some time. We're okay.
where the hell's Big B?
Fuck if I know. I mean, he's probably a big being.
I was going to say let's send Brandon Allen the link, but he's like asleep like a real person.
Like a fucking big fat bitch. I sent him the link at the beginning.
Oh, did you?
What what I like about having him on the show is that it gives me somebody to talk to until I get drunk enough to deal with you. Okay, who else? Why would you fucking retract a message that says Liver King failure? Pussy.
Yeah, he's natty. Liver King.
Liver King failure. Oh, he wanted capitals and exclamation mark. Okay, you just wanted to improve it. That's why you got rid of it. That's not so bad. Fuck Brandon Allen, that pussy that won't drink. He wants me to fucking do a fucking Saturday show so he can drink with me. It's like, dude, I'm busy drinking and having fun and partying with real people on Saturday. Why the fuck would I do a fucking show sitting in here doing nothing?
I'll do a show with him.
No, I'm talking to people I like on Saturdays. You know, all of my actual friends, you know, have jobs that they have to go to Wednesday morning and can't drink on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Unlike all of these fucking degenerates in the fucking chat.
Yeah,
Like,
all these.
how do you have nothing better to do on a Tuesday night than listen to this bullshit?
Exactly. Y'all should be at yoga, doing your yoga classes.
Roy, don't ever tell all 13 fans of mine that bullshit again.
There's 44 of them.
You are such a homo.
Not true.
Not true.
It's not true. I'm not a homo.
You take an all-male hot yoga class. There's no fucking way you're straight. Jesus Christ.
No, fuck that. I don't
But
do
here's the
hot.
thing, Roy. If you like having sex with men, that does in fact make you a homo.
Well, I don't, but and I also don't do hot yoga. That's bullshit. I live in a climate that's fucking hot all the time, nearly, and I'm not doing hot fucking yoga. They turn the heaters on.
You live in fucking Georgia. Everything you do is hot.
It is hot. It's fucking always hot here. It's gonna be
Right.
80 fuck. It's gonna be
You
80
can't do
fucking
fucking
degrees.
normal yoga when it's that fucking hot. So eat fucking shit. You can
They
lick
turn-
my tits, fucking weirdo.
They turn the heaters on at the end, like the last 10 minutes of my regular yoga class.
How the fuck are you going to try to tell people you're not a fucking homo when you pay for my cum-filled socks?
I don't really do that. That's just a joke we do here.
Well,
Right.
lately, like I thought you ran into money problems. It's been a while since you've ordered any new socks. Like, did you find better socks or what? Like, I can use different socks. Hey, dude, I bought this pair of socks one time. They were, what kind of socks were those?
Oh, the fucking
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, the Tommy Hilfiger
Oh
socks.
my god, they were nice.
Dude, I bought a pair of Tommy Hilfiger socks one day because, whatever, it was, we ended up out of town doing a roof. We're like, fuck it, we're not going home tonight. I'll buy us a hotel room and we'll finish roof in the morning. Fuck it. But we didn't have fucking socks. And you can't work on a roof without fucking clean socks. And that motherfucker, his hand is very good with delivering beers. His feet are fucking a disaster. They fucking stink. We need, like, your socks, your boots, they all wait outside. They do not come in the fucking room. And you take them off out there and you go straight to the bathroom and wash those fucking things. Like, that's it. Otherwise, you're sleeping outside. Fuck you.
They were bad.
So we had to go get new socks in the morning before going to work, all of us, because we're not putting on fucking dirty, gross socks. Man, that whole fucking town has one store that you can buy fucking socks. And all they have is these Tommy Hilfiger socks that are like $20 a pair. It cost me over 50 fucking dollars to buy 3 pairs of fucking socks that morning.
Worth it.
So you bought Tommy Hilfiger socks and you're calling me gay.
I just spent like 8 minutes explaining how I had no other fucking option.
You could have
Right?
toughed it
I
out.
did it out of fucking necessity. We needed fucking socks. That's the only option we had. Now, however, after having spent that much money on socks, I was very fucking tempted to only ever wear Tommy Hilfiger socks for the rest of my life. Those are the comfiest motherfucking things in the world. It was like putting your feet into fucking pillows made of vaginas. Like,
Hey,
my feet were so fucking happy. Those were I don't care about your fucking weird shoe.
if you get these Hokas, you will never wear another pair of shoes. Those are the most comfortable motherfuckers ever. See how thick the fucking cushiony shit is on the bottom? They're awesome.
I don't, but you know what? Put that shoe back there for a second. Let me look a little more. Yeah, no, that's perfect. You know, when we're looking at these weird old platforms, we don't have to see your fucking face. So that's really cool.
Some bit sideways, sign them up real nice.
Yeah, you know what, Roy? How big is that shoe?
Those are 12 and a half.
12 and a half? Fuck, do they have them in 14s?
Probably.
Well, why don't you go get me a pair of size 14s of those some bitches and then shine them up real nice for me. And when I come down there to get them, I want you to turn that some bitch sideways and stick it right up your Rudy Poo candy ass.
Okay, The Rock.
Okay, the Rock.
You can't. Hey, you're gonna have to pay him. He's got copyrights on all his catchphrases now.
You called me the Rock. Look, he only talks in the third person. Him, like I would call me the Rock, not you. Call me the Rock. You would just say Rock. You are a complete fucking shit.
If you get word to the wise, of course you'll probably go try them on somewhere. But if you order them and don't try them on, buy a half size bigger, because I normally wear 12s and everything else, and I had to get 12 and a halfs in these Hokas. They run small.
And they probably fall apart.
What?
They probably fall apart again.
Okay, so here's the problem. The beer hand keeps talking, and I am like completely deaf in one ear right now, which is a problem. And I can't hear you because I've only got one ear that hears, and everything gets real muddled and confused if I gotta hear a bunch of things at once.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, Roy, you're gonna need to shut up
Okay.
because I can't hear the beer hand.
They'd probably fall apart in Canada.
I was kidding. I don't want you to actually fucking talk. I don't want Roy to fucking talk either. Like, is there any way that everybody could just shut the fuck up? So
Let's just sit here quiet, Rogie.
I'm gonna mute everybody. And we're just gonna sit here like this
Yeah.
until everybody leaves the stream.
We should meditate silently.
Fuck's sakes, I told you to stop talking, Roy, because you keep saying stupid fucking shit. Nobody wants to goddamn meditate. Why would you meditate?
It's
What
good
do you
for
fucking get out of meditating?
I become
Okay, no,
more
seriously, I do want you to shut up.
zen. I'm very zen.
Zen.
Yeah. Actually, it's more Tao than Zen. But
So remember, like, when you said the terrible things, like, I can't let you on the show for a week, like, that was fucking really terrible. Remember when you did that?
yeah.
Yeah? I would rather you do that than be this fucking weirdo homo that you're doing now, talking about Zen and yoga and meditation. Like, I dislike that we don't all get drunk together and do stupid things that should get me canceled. I miss those days.
Well, we
Not
could.
you. You're not
Me.
just walking naked in front of the fucking screen. One, it's fucking two dudes sitting in this living room, and if you don't have pants on, that's a fucking weird problem.
Let's see it, Rogie. Let's see your tidy whities.
It's not tidy whities.
Boxers. Thong? Is Rogie wearing a Speedo?
It would be fantastic if he was covered up in any way.
Hey, Cobra's
Naked
on the way
as
home.
the day he was fucking born. And it
Is
doesn't look like all of his parts have grown since then.
Is he sitting there naked, completely?
You shut the fuck up. Okay, guys,
She
we
really.
might need to take a 5-minute intermission here while I go beat the living piss out of him.
If you're gonna beat him while he's naked, that's kind of weird.
I would turn the camera so you guys could watch the beating, except he's naked and that's illegal. Seriously, I would get charged with all sorts of weird fucking shit.
Yeah,
Because
in
when you see
Canada.
him naked, people are going to be like, that dude is beating up a child. He can't take a piss in public because he will get charged for being a grown man holding a child's wiener. All
Um,
right.
James Staken in the chat says, "I'm never drinking with you again, beer man. Remember, laughing out loud. Remember Toronto."
All right. So do you remember Jamie Staken?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, he pulled fucking Adrian
yes,
Popescu.
yes.
What a fucking warrior.
Yeah, yeah. He's
I love
legit.
that fucking dude. Those Staken brothers, they're my fucking heroes. But here's the thing. I do not really remember Toronto. I was hammered fucking drunk. So the only thing I really remember about that was whooping your ass and getting $800 worth of fucking beer. But I think he's referring to him driving me back to my hotel after the event, where I was yelling out the windows at everybody and almost getting us all shot.
In Canada?
We're in Toronto.
Oh yeah, they don't give a shit about the gun laws in Canada or Toronto.
Dude, nobody gives a shit about anything in Canada. I mean, they make some stupid fucking laws, but nobody listens.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
good.
fuck, the government doesn't listen to our fucking laws and regulations. Like, why would we?
Exactly. That's an excellent point.
Look, a bunch of fucking peaceful truckers tried to do a legal protest to say that we're not happy about what the fuck you're doing. So what do? They break as many laws as they fucking can to stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the laws here. Fuck
Seize money from GoFundMe accounts that are trying to fund the
it.
people.
Oh, Roy, you need to look into it a little further than that. If that was all they did, it would have been a lot better. It wasn't just seizing the GoFundMe. They seized private bank accounts of people that donated to the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about like just normal dudes. But if you donated like over $1,000, you got put on that watching list and they would just like fucking seal your bank accounts.
Uh-huh. That's why you need to fucking line them all up in front of a ditch and shoot them into it.
Like, how fucking ridiculous is that? Not just the fucking
tyranny.
money that was donated got sealed, but anybody that fucking donated too much, they got their shit all fucked.
Yeah. That's when you know you're truly being ruled by criminals.
Yeah, no, this is the fucking land of the free.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, it makes me. I'm a proud Canadian, right? So, like, I don't want to talk about Canada, but I am not fucking proud of Canada right now.
Well, it's the
You know, when
government.
this motherfucker got in for a third time, gee, what the fuck is wrong? How does he possibly do that? How do more people think he does a good job?
Well, people are stupid and they're bombarded with propaganda from birth. Everybody's most people are suffering under a mass collective hallucination.
You don't think I was fed the same goddamn bullshit that everybody else was? I just see what happens, and they're fucking retarded.
Well, that's most people can't see reality. Most people, they can't. It's the same way here. I mean, it's the same way.
Right,
I mean,
if I tell you a secret, will you keep it quiet and never bring it up again?
mm-hmm.
Do you know why I like the word retarded so much?
No, I don't.
There's a few reasons. One, I'm not allowed to say it. So fuck them. Right?
Yeah.
Two, I am literally retarded.
You're a genius.
Why can't you be both?
Well, you can be. Look, you've seen the movie Rain Man, haven't you?
Yeah, it was based actually on me before I died the first time. But I was never fucking had a little brother like Tom Cruise. That fucking homo. Anyways, fucking Scientologists can suck both inches of my fucking dick, okay? I am an actual smart retard. I didn't even know this actually until not that long ago. So way back in the day, like I'm old now, right?
Yeah,
I can
you're
officially
40.
say that now that I passed 40.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, like that's a long time ago, and holy fuck. I just realized how old I actually am because
Oof.
when my parents were talking about fucking shit 40 years ago, that's a long fucking time. Anyways, um, my parents were told, my mother, my dad didn't give a fuck about any of it. My mother was told that I am on the spectrum somewhere.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. No. It makes sense in an awful lot of ways looking back at a lot of shit, right? Um, like I'm not autistic, but I mean,
Me neither. I can't draw anything.
okay, so that's like a different type of retarded. You're just fucking dumb. And it's because you do know what that means, but you thought what you just said was funny, which makes you fucking stupid, right? You know what I mean? Like, stupid. You thinking whispering into my deaf side is going to have me hear you when they can't makes you fucking stupid too. But you were already stupid. You were answering yourself. Jesus Christ, that's 3 levels past stupid. Anyways, apparently I am on that spectrum somewhere. And I don't really want to look into whereabouts on it I am.
That's probably good.
Because I don't care.
I mean,
My life is way too shit for me to enjoy it as much as I do. So I am A-okay with being a happy fucking retard. You know? I will lick the fucking windows I want when I want and enjoy myself.
there you go.
Fucking. So I wear my Touch of the Tism shirt loud and proud. And they can all get fucked if you got a problem.
That's right.
Now, I did say that in confidence. I'd appreciate it if you never told anybody this.
I won't.
You are a goddamn liar.
I wish I was. I don't lie.
Was there anything we were talking about in that span of wild tangent running that we should go back to that was unfinished?
Probably not. Hey, let's talk about Brad Grundy beating Pablo.
Brad Grundy?
Yeah.
That
beat
fucking
Pablo.
ginger from Florida?
Yeah, he beat Pablo's ass this week.
You think that's human?
No, I mean, I know he doesn't have a soul.
That is a ginger living in Florida. I'm telling you, if that ain't a fucking plant, you tell me what. Jesus Christ. A ginger in Florida.
Yeah, he has to wear a hat outside a lot, I'm sure.
No ginger in the history of fucking gingers or the history of Florida have ever said, hey, let's go live in fucking Florida. You're a fucking ginger. You're not deciding, I want to live in Florida. That doesn't happen. That's fucking stupid.
That's like Ryan Bowen living where he does in Australia. You know, that's really tropical and hot as fuck there, too.
Okay, so now you're crossing fields, right? You've got gingers that are on the spectrum. So you really can't We don't know how to do that. We don't have enough data to work with all of that. But Brad Grundy isn't retarded, at least not as retarded as Bowen. There's no fucking way there is genetics of gingers in Florida. It wouldn't happen. They'd all die. It never work.
Well, I mean, nobody's actually from Florida. Everybody in Florida that past the very north part of
Fuck,
Florida,
half of
everybody
them are Canadian.
they're Canadian and fucking from Michigan and New York and fucking yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is why it's like the most fucked up place in the States.
Oh, it is. It definitely
Oh,
is.
man, you got people from Michigan and Canada. Yeah, there's no way this is going to go well.
You got all the fucking New York Jews that live around Miami.
The what?
The New York Jews that live in, Miami.
Are you? So remember whenever I said we should bring back you saying things that get you banned? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, what's wrong with saying that? You don't think there's a lot of
You're
New
allowed to
York
call people
Jews?
Jews?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Jew, you're a Jew. What the fuck, right?
I mean,
It's
if
not
you're
a bad.
Jewish, you just say
It's
that
not
they're Jewish.
derogatory.
Like, I don't think you're allowed to say they're Jews.
You're not. What are they then? Red Sea
Jewish?
pedestrians?
They're Jewish. Why are they going to be racist?
It's not fucking racist.
What do you mean? What do you mean being Jewish isn't a race?
I said it's not racist. It's not a race.
Sure it is.
It's
There's a whole
fucking.
fucking race of Jewish people out there.
Yeah, most of them are fake. They're not really Jews. They're those Khazars, right? They're the false.
I'm not sure how I should be offended first at that, Roy. So you're saying calling somebody a Jew isn't racist,
No.
and I'm allowed to do that?
Yeah. I mean, aren't there people that say I'm a Jew? Like Mel Brooks, famous
Yeah, I
movie
mean, I've
director.
met a few people that say they're a Jew, but
I'm a Jew. Jew. I mean, I know a guy named Jewy McJewface.
you have never met a person in your life that actually had their name of Jewy McJewface.
Well, maybe that's just what we called him.
Okay. But you're sure you're allowed to call people Jews?
I mean,
Like, you sure of this? Like, I'm not going to get banned if I tell a story about this?
no, go ahead. You're good.
Now, this is proper legal advice, Roy. Remember, I gave you that dollar when you came to Canada. I hired you. You were on retainer for life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if I'm allowed to say it, I'm allowed to say it. Okay. So
All right.
I had a roommate for a while. We called him House because he was pretty big. I've actually known him for a long time. We took all the same special ed classes together in high school. But he was like, oh, really big, hairy Indian. And he just lived with me for a while because he didn't like living at his dad's house because it was way out in the country and they didn't have great internet. He likes to play video games all day. And I had better internet. So it's not so much he lived with me, just he came over to visit and stayed for 8 months. Played a lot of Call of Duty because I had good internet. And he was extraordinarily exceptional at talking shit if you are trying to piss people off and hurt their feelings. This dude went through so many fucking accounts because he got banned so often that
You put House on your show, you'd be fucked.
I could never have him on the show. Never. Absolutely not. And he tried to cut the beer hand's ear off once because
Ooh.
he just
Really?
wanted a little slice of the ear. You know, he's all fucked up. He almost cut my thumb off one night with a big old hunting knife. He has saved my ass an awful lot of times. It was crazy. Anyways, So he talked a lot of shit and quite vulgarly while playing online video games. I thought my children were far too young to like hear everything he's yelling from downstairs to affect them. Apparently, children are much smarter than you think, and especially that one. So my daughter, quite the bright cookie. Apparently, she heard a bunch of these things that he was saying. And me and my cousin, Dozer, the chip truck, we were sitting downstairs watching a movie, whatever. And she's like a year and a half old. She's this cute little blonde girl. You know, you ask her what color her hair is, and she says long and blonde, like Rapunzel. And she comes down. My cousin had a bag of like sour candies, like sour keys and whatever. So she comes over and says, Jay said, "Can I have a candy, please?" It's really hard to say no. Like, she's adorable. So he's like, "Sure, honey, you can have candy." Offers her a candy. She takes one, and she runs over and hops up on my knee and starts eating the candy. And he takes the candy bag and he hides it under the pillow of the couch. And she's all finished her candy, and then she runs back over. Jason, can I have another one, please? And he's like, "Well, they're all gone." Now, you gotta understand, like, her being able to ask for a candy that politely is impressive. She shouldn't be able to talk in sentences yet at that age, right?
Yeah.
And when he's like, "Sorry, they're all gone," she just looks at him and goes, "Fucking Jew," and then runs upstairs. I'm like, I looked over at my buddy House, who's sitting on the other couch, and I'm like, "You are not allowed playing video games while they're awake ever again, man. What the fuck?"
You laugh way too hard.
Uh,
Well, Roy's racist. So is Cobra's picture.
yeah, it looks like an egg sandwich. What is that? Is that an egg
It's an
sandwich?
egg sandwich.
You know exactly what that is, baby.
That is an egg sandwich
That
actually made by my mother.
that's kind of making me hungry with just looking at that.
Yeah, baby. 113 up in this bitch.
What's up, Cobra?
Slow motion, you know. I'm
That is
hung like a
actually an
baby.
egg sandwich made by my fucking mother. The guy went through my fucking Facebook and found a picture. Are you fucked? Because I know what the rest of that picture is.
Yeah,
Really?
man. Hey,
Yeah. That is
hey,
actually
man.
the egg sandwiches that my mother brought to my child's fucking communion.
Yeah, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I appreciate how fucking much of a dick Cobra is or if
Hey,
I'm
man.
upset.
Hey,
I think it's
I got a question for you, Evan. How many times you kissed your mother?
not on the lips, just on the cheek.
Man, my eye is twitching. I'm not sure if I'm having a stroke or
It's
not.
crazy, right? It's crazy, right?
Are you having a gear meltdown?
It's all good, baby. It's all good. You know, when you hung like this, listen, my shit looked like a baby's arm holding an apple. Ask her.
Why do
It
you have
looked like
shits that are the
it
equivalent of a baby's arm?
113, baby. 113. It looked like a baby's arm holding an apple. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
113. So tonight is episode 113. And here's the thing. Cobra said he's not coming in to the show unless we get super chats in the equivalent of $113, which I didn't tell anybody because I was trying very hard to not have Cobra come on the show tonight.
I'm glad he came.
I'm not coming on
All
this
over
show.
your fucking face, pussy.
I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. I'm not coming on the show, baby.
Why don't you just drink faster and spend more time puking and less time talking?
I'm drinking tea, boo.
What'd you call me?
Tea as I nibble on this delicious egg sandwich.
Boo
I would
Radley.
I would
I like
chill the
tea.
sandwich that I'm eating, but I know that the fellas that are south of the border would probably storm Canada. Your town would be overwhelmed with young studs seeking the sandwich. They oof. Ain't coming on your goddamn show, boy. I'm eat this fucking sandwich.
I'm not having fun anymore. I don't want to talk to Cobra.
You lost your fucking mind.
He's upsetting my feelings.
Oh no.
And I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to look for a safe space
Fucking
when this
delicious.
happens.
You
Fucking
need
delicious.
October.
I need you to not talk. I need you to not talk. I need you to not talk. I need people in the chat to talk to me so I can ignore fucking everybody else. Except for you cunts that say mean things to me too. I am a fragile person and I can't handle that type of abuse.
Don't
Now,
nobody give a fuck, old boy. Hey, what's going on in the chat, everybody? Welcome to you. Welcome to episode 113 of the Beer Man.
Is this really 113 episode, Jeremy?
yeah.
And I'm not gonna appear on it. Right?
Oh man.
No. Evan told me I couldn't. You heard him.
You can just be the disembodied voice.
Pretty much.
You're like Hal on Space Odyssey.
Oh, I'd love to be in that artwork. That's a good shot. The cinematography is not bad. Is that CGI though?
What?
No.
Your head hands you that. You don't even
2010
I don't know
Space
why you fucking
Odyssey.
handed me. I didn't
Or-
ask for the fucking beer. I'm trying to drink all the. Yeah, I get it. You handed me a fucking beer. David Tones isn't here. I don't want to drink the goddamn sparkle pop. I'm drinking the goddamn vodka. I just fucking drank half a fucking bottle of vodka and 3 fucking drinks. Why don't you suck both inches of my dick? Because I can't talk to this. Like, because Cobra will fucking say mean things to me. So you shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. Cobra, I would like you to also not make fun of me, please.
All right, baby, I won't.
You know, Meta made a good comment earlier, Beer Man. He said you with that hat, the way you got it on your beard, you kind of look like a Hasidic Jew.
What's going on in the chat, fellas? Who's
Why
in
do
the
you got to
chat?
be racist all the time?
I can't see who's in the chat because I'm on my phone.
Oh,
Cobra,
there's
you don't want to read the chat. It's full of bullshit. Just
Oh,
fucking Roy being in there being racist.
well,
No, but it's taken care of.
that's what you get.
Cobra, I don't know what religion you are, but I guarantee you Roy hates you, right? Because
Most
he's fucking
definitely.
racist.
Cobra's
He's
a
calling people Jews.
Rastafarian. Cobra's a Rastafarian. Come on.
Hey, but you know what, bro? I can break bread with any man that enjoys a good egg sandwich.
High five on the beer, man.
I'm not out of respect for like your bloodline. I'm gonna not show this sandwich online because I don't want the border to be overrun by young American studs in search of the perfect sandwich de oof.
Okay, so Day Uth is I suppose
Hey, what's going on in the chat,
the
Roy?
try is appreciated. Look, je ne
My
parle
bad.
pas de français slanché, to that I say.
Mm. Life is grand, boys. You know, Evan, my
Yeah,
worst
bro.
day is better than
You
a dirt
know
nap.
what happens next weekend?
I get another shipment of egg sandwiches.
I mean, maybe I ain't gonna be around to find out because I'm fucking flying to goddamn Ireland for St.
Are you going
Patty's
to,
Day.
are you going to Carlingford?
Yeah, then Marcus and I are taking the train to fucking Dublin to get all fucked up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Say hey to McGregor for me.
Dude, I don't want to say hey to that motherfucker. I want to steal his yacht.
Yeah. Did he ever pay you back?
Who?
Conor McGregor.
Ah, fuck that guy. What's he gonna do? I mean, look, he talks tough when there's cameras and security guards. He was my bitch on that corner in Philadelphia.
Where's my money?
Yeah, that motherfucker can't measure his fucking reach from the back of
Where's
his
my
throat.
money? Did he earn? Did he earn, homie?
Cobra, we can't talk about that online.
All right. Bitch
Laws
better
and
have my
shit.
money. Bitch better have my money.
Yeah.
I know he earned. All kind of freaks out there.
Well, I mean, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't think we're actually allowed to talk about it, but
All kind of freaks out there.
dude,
You know.
for the guys from Ireland, they don't even know what wrestling is. But his
Hey,
knees
bro.
were fucking pretty in shape. Like he was able to skin those motherfuckers up all night.
It's all right. Roll with him, man. Earn. Listen. There's people out there buying dirty drawers for $100 a pair, you know? There's freaks out there.
You know, I actually missed the money from West Philadelphia until
Oh,
you remember that I didn't get to keep any of it. And I was like, fuck.
what's going on in the chat, Roy?
Roy
Where's Roy?
isn't even here. He fucked off a long
Yeah.
time ago because he's racist.
What's
He
going on
said
in the
something
chat,
about
Evan?
you being a Jew.
Oh, did I screw it up? My bad.
No, man. I mean, Cobra, to be quite honest, you hurt my feelings a lot, and that makes me sad. And I'm gonna have to go touch
Good.
myself to
Is that
feel better.
good? Is that good material?
But Roy, he's just a bad person, right? Like nobody wants
People
to
tell
talk
me I
to
should write comedy, but no one will buy my jokes because
him.
my
Well, that's
jokes
because
aren't
they're not
jokes.
funny, Cobra.
There's no money. No money. Everybody's broke.
Well, why don't you write good jokes?
Because I'm not a joke writer. I just like,
Well, then why would anybody buy your jokes if you're not a joke writer?
I don't fucking know. I think I need my own sitcom.
I think you are fucking up the entire principle of
God,
how
I suck. I
everything
suck.
works.
Fuck.
Like,
This sucks.
your delivery is fantastic. You're a funny motherfucker. You're just dumb as shit.
Fuck. What am I
Like,
gonna
I am
do?
literally gonna bleed on a fucking bag of tacks that has a higher
I'll
IQ.
die. Yeah.
I think it's a common word for him.
How is it that you are naturally gifted with being funny? Well,
But I
without the
suck.
intelligence level of being able to read.
Yeah, the greatest Jeopardy player you've ever met.
That's Alex Trebek.
No, that's me. The one that you've ever met.
Well, I met Alex Trebek.
I'm the greatest. I said it.
Okay. But I'm better than cooking than you are.
Just shut up.
Well,
This is
look,
getting
I'm just
ridiculous.
saying, I cooked a few meals up for my nephew here this week, and he told me I am the greatest in the world.
Of course, of course, of course. The poor child's probably touched.
No, no.
Look, his dad's the fucking beer hand, so
Oh my, I'm
I'm the only
impressed.
person that's ever cooked like actual food for him.
Yeah, food, right? Not Alpo.
No,
Have you
no, no,
seen this
no. I
with
mean,
Alpo?
look, they get fed properly. They get their vegetables and shit. I mean, not when I'm cooking. I don't do the vegetable
Ketchup.
service.
Ketchup is
They
their
can get that on
vegetable.
nights that uncle's not around. But I cook
Went
up
back to
some fucking
Reaganomics.
tasty food.
Ketchup is their vegetable in school lunch.
No, no. They eat fucking way too healthy when I'm not here. But when I'm
I
here, I
remember
cook things
Ronald
that actually taste good.
Reagan. Born
Cobra,
again.
I'll send you a
That's
picture of the shit
Reagan.
I cooked tonight. I made the homemade Alfredo with the fettuccine and the chicken parm.
Oh man,
Actually, you should
I'm impressed.
Fucking fantastic.
Good, good. The people enjoyed it. It was a good sit down.
Dude,
Oh, fuck yeah.
there's not a restaurant in this fucking shithole town that would
Attaboy.
fucking plate food like that, like I did.
Attaboy. You made a turd or two, huh?
Oh, and you know what the worst of it was? I'm going through the grocery store picking up all the shit I need to fucking make my goddamn supper tonight.
Yes, sir.
And I decide after I've got all this shit that I'm supposed to make for the kids, motherfucker, I want that New York strip.
You wanted a ribeye or something? Yeah, and you forgot it.
No, I looked at it and I'm like, man, I am not cooking all of this and then cooking myself that afterwards. Just like, you got to stop being a cunt, Evan. Just eat the
Well,
goddamn
no,
food that you're feeding everybody else. What the
you
fuck?
don't know how to cook it, man, because you could have blasted that steak up. What was it? 2 inches thick. You could have did that
No, it's
steak.
only an inch and a half, but
Oh fuck! You could have cooked that thing in 4 minutes.
Big B.
yeah, the problem is that like I'm awful fucking time pressed dealing with everything else with the fucking Alfredo. Like
The thing is, you suck, bro.
the
That's
shit
all.
is time sensitive, motherfucker. And I've
Keep
got a
your mother
drinking
off the
problem.
street,
I'm
man.
already three
Call
quarters
me
cut
that
when I
name.
start
Don't
trying to
call
make
me
this
that
shit.
name. Keep her off the street.
Alfredo, isn't that Michael Corleone's brother?
Hey, what's good with you? Ho, everybody salute Big B up in the spot. What up, B?
What's up, man?
Slow motion.
B,
113.
I am so glad you joined the show, B. You have no idea. You are like the only person on this show that I don't want to assault right now.
It's one of those episodes, huh?
Yeah, because
Well,
you're
I
the
mean,
only one.
look,
Hey, Big B.
Roy's Roy. Like, you met the guy.
Yeah.
You get it. Cobra, he's literally got a fucking background picture of a fucking egg salad sandwich that my mother has made.
Oh man.
Like, she made that fucking sandwich. Like, Cobra is all sorts of fucking cunted out tonight.
He's on top of his game.
Yeah, Big
I
B's
hope
met
Cobra
me.
comes to Canada to visit one night and we can make him a fucking Quebec pizza, Pop Tarts and ketchup.
The
Me and
Quebec pizza.
Me and Big B are homies, beer man.
We've bonded over things.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know how all that would fucking work out for you, Roy, if B heard all of the racist shit you said tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, not very
Team
good.
Nanya. He's on Team Nanya now. It's official, eh?
Oh, dude, he was out of hand.
I've said
Does
nothing
Nanya have
racist.
a
All
real
sorts of
name?
out of pocket.
Oh, he's
I've
got
said-
technology.
I've said nothing racist whatsoever
Allegedly.
because
I don't believe you.
racism is just another form of collectivism, which is all stupid because there is no such thing as a group. There's only the individual.
Yeah,
Only
but
the individual.
Evan said you're a racist, therefore you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Look, I'm a liberal and I just scream what I want to win.
That's it, period.
Yeah.
You're calling people Jews. That's racist.
Yeah, you bigot.
Look, that is
Man.
not very fucking halal of you, is it?
Hello?
No.
No, kosher beer man, kosher.
Halal, straight halal.
There he goes, being racist again.
Halal is for the Muslims.
Halal guy, Roy.
Halal is Muslim, kosher is Jew.
You see the shit I've been dealing with all night, B? He's fucking being racist.
And which is more controversial in your eyes, Roy?
Neither one. I don't give a shit.
Allegedly. That's out there.
Why do you
That's
keep bringing it up?
the flag on your profile says. You know what I'm saying?
Flag on my profile.
Said on your grinder profile.
Confederate, what do they call Confederate flag?
Predator flag?
That's funny.
You know what, B? I've got to respect
The Confederacy?
your fucking see, here's the thing. You joined the show real late and I'm real drunk. I'm looking for a word. Dedication. That's the one. I got to respect your dedication to the flower.
I do.
I know goddamn well you were rolling that blunt.
I am.
Well, I know. Because you're fucking breaking it by hand.
Big
Like, we
B,
don't
that
want it
blunt will
that
probably
fine. Or the
be
blunt,
no.
we got to have the blunt proper. You know, we got to break it by hand and get it fucking, we got to get that right.
You see the extra. You see the.
Yeah, you
see
go the
the
extra
that
mile,
goes
man.
into it to make
Like,
it magic.
I hope this
Hey, I found out something really
you
impressive.
would fucking get on your knees just to suck Peace Blunt right now, wouldn't you?
Oh boy.
Wow.
anyway,
Wow. Big B, you looking good, man.
You would.
Big B, the world taking care of you.
Yeah, bro. I can't complain. That's for sure.
Bet. Any fatal what's the movie I love so much?
The Fatal Attraction.
No, is that the one? No, that's the Burning Bunny. I'm not trying to mess with that. The one with the girls in the discotheque, the tall girl with Michael Keaton.
Michael
Hey,
Keaton.
what's this again?
Tall girl in the discotheque.
Yeah. Sharon Stone. You sent me them videos, man. Are you and them freaks?
Oh man.
What's the
I've been wifed up for a bit there, so it's been a little,
what's the name of that movie?
I'm keeping it halal. Trying to keep it halal.
Michael Keaton and Sharon Stone.
And Michael Keaton.
Batman.
No,
No, Michael Keaton. That's Batman.
that was Kim
It's a
Kim
murder
Basinger.
Yes. I know Kim Basinger was in fucking Batman. I'm saying Michael Keaton is Batman.
No, not Michael Douglas. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you're talking about what Big B said as Fatal Attraction.
No, Basic Instinct.
Basic. There we go. Basic.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what I just said. He said. Why are you guys all
No.
fucking racist? This is
You said Fatal Attraction.
It's getting pretty political in here. That's all I know.
Basic Instinct. Big B sent me the Basic Instinct videos. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god.
There's
Oh
some
my.
there's some treasures in those archives. I promise you. There's some
It's
treasures.
tragic. Big B.
All right, guys, hang on 1 second. I'd like everybody to put on their like earmuffs because I'm too drunk to hit mute. Shut the fuck up. Look, if I wanted to repeat everything you were saying, I fucking would have. I can hear you. I can't hear them because you're talking. Shut the fuck up. Look, if I was able, you're still fucking talking. If I was able to like turn the camera this way and beat the fuck out of him for you, I would. Except he's naked, and that's really fucking weird and probably illegal. We're not allowed showing.
I'm not naked.
It's a grown man with a child's wiener, right? There's no way a grown man can have a child's wiener on his body at all times
Fantasizing again and
not
hallucinating.
some type of problems.
Why are you talking about yourself?
He thinks he's in Philly, man. He's
That is the
fantasizing
coolest
and
feeling ever,
hallucinating.
movie.
It's always sunny over there.
Yeah.
Does the beer hand have a blue vein throbber?
I have no idea what you just said, Roy. But
Their man hires giraffe pussy.
That sounds like a fucking truck stop fucking like I don't know, whatever that was, Roy. That sounds like a straight truck stop special. You know what I mean?
No, that would be a toilet greaser.
Oh, $40 depends where you are.
Do we have anybody in the chat that's like a moderator that we can just like ban this tall Paul dude? I mean, I know I'm not a fan of banning people or like silencing opinions because I think we should all be able to say whatever the fuck we want. But that dude just called me a Democrat, and I just don't want to hear it on my show.
Well, that's not even a thing where you are. There's no Democrats where you are.
Same fucking thing, two-party system, basically. Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, same fucking thing.
He's being racist.
Yeah, but Evan, it's like you were born in Canada and shit, and you are 100% Canadian. But me, myself, I know probably 3,000 Canadians. And you suck, bro. You're not even in the top 500. So just shut up and let Big B represent Canada. Go ahead, Big B.
Go Buffalo.
Okay.
Man,
Ah.
So
That
I
was so
have
much.
a lot of problems with everything that was just said.
well, I may have
I do not want Big B or myself representing Canada.
well, I
I
do now.
also
I mean,
don't want the fucking majority of Canada representing Canada.
Hey, let the Canadians speak, bro. Go ahead, Big B.
I was just saying there, you don't want me representing Canada right now. I just threw an extra splash of ketamine in this joint here, so it's about to get
Nice.
weird.
Atta boy. Now what? Hey, listen, but I mean, Big B, you're one of my top 50. Easy day. That's
All
walking
day.
in.
That's
That's in the lap.
that's
Hey,
what I'm
Big B,
thinking
Cobra,
about.
you have met Big B. A splash of ketamine is going to do what to that big prick? What?
listen. But B, help
Like, you
point it
realize
out,
they
man.
call him Big B because he's fucking
Big.
big, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
He's
know where
Big.
the B comes from. I'm assuming it stands for also big, right?
Yeah.
It's just redundant calling him big.
He's
Yeah,
big.
Yeah, man, that's
Big.
dope. That's
Mr.
Maybe
Big,
dope. It's
maybe he's
cool.
Big Biggie.
aka Mr.
Apparently,
Bigglesworth.
the fucking beer hand would like some ketamine. And you know what? I would love it if the beer hand got a lot of ketamine right now.
Oh
You
man.
know? We should also feed Roy and Cobra exorbitant amounts of ketamine.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
everybody needs a little bit
That
of
is
K.
not racist. They're tranquilizers. I just want all of you to fucking shut up. I'm
I
gonna
may
piss.
be the first
Fuck
person to
you
slip
guys.
into a K hole on the show, so that'll be a first for the audience.
What'll that do,
We're not allowed
baby?
to K-hole on the show? Nobody's ever done that?
Not in a K hole, I don't think. We've
Has
had some other
anybody
things go
ever
down.
went into a drug-induced something on this show? I don't think so.
Oh, well, not on the live show, but on the fucking after show. Holy shit. Big B went to Mars one night. I will never forget. Do you remember that?
On the after shows.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that, Beer Man?
Oh yeah, I went somewhere else. That's for sure.
He
Okay,
was
so
sitting
here's
there.
the thing, Roy. I don't remember any of the shows.
Oh, I remember.
There's no fucking way I remember the after shows.
Oh,
You
I
have
remember
called
some
me
great
in the
after
morning and
shows.
said, hey, dude, do you remember the shit you said last night? He's like, nope. Okay, well, this is what you said. I hung up on you. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, I remember one after show went like as long as the show. We were like up at like 4:30 in the morning,
Oh,
still
yeah.
bullshitting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of dude. I ran out of vodka, went to wine. No,
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Big B was like sitting on his couch, or like I think you were like leaned against, like sitting on the floor, leaning against the, or like you were on the floor, leaning back against the couch. You hit that fucking vape pen, and there was something in it that started with a D and ended with a T, I think. And you were sitting there, and all of a sudden you just went like, your face went like this. You went.
and for you folks in the chat, I think that's around show 87. I don't know. You'll have to do some research. Whoever's in this chat,
I was
and go back and
legitimately concerned. I was
watch in
legitimately
between
concerned.
85 and 90. And just imagine what happened after one of these shows.
Okay, so
But I
anybody
remember
that's in the chat listening to this,
Oh man, that's
I
funny.
cannot validate anything that is said. I have no recollection of any of these events.
Oh,
in between like 85 and 90.
circa
Go
85,
back
90.
Watch Evan's
There was
content.
once a show though where I had my brother and my nephew on, and my nephew, I believe he was smoking a weed pen, and then he had to take a 15-minute break to go talk to some elves.
Yep.
And then he came back and he was like, man, this weed's way too fucking strong. Like, I gotta relax. And then he got knocked out with a hockey helmet on, I think. I don't know. It was a weird show. It was a weird show.
Yeah.
Where, Tarzan, man, you ought to get Tarzan on again. He's awesome.
He's Tarzan's in jail for the fucking raping and killing of 12 homeless men in the valley right now,
Oh
unfortunately.
shit. I hope
in
he
that
gets out
drug
soon.
Okay,
induced sort of
so
thing.
whoa! Look, you never throw it out there. You got to be fair.
Allegedly.
He has never been
Allegedly.
convicted of anything. He was only arrested and charged.
Well, he was called the bum out
Allegedly.
Okay,
rapist.
so look,
Yeah.
full transparency here. Yes,
Just
they
because his
did
DNA
find
is in their
his fucking
butthole doesn't mean
DNA
he's
in
guilty.
all of these dead dudes' fucking butts.
Yeah.
But
That doesn't mean he's guilty. He didn't kill
I
him.
believe him when he says it was all consensual and there's some other weird dude coming around killing all the fucking dudes afterwards.
After, yeah.
All of their jealous
procedure.
boyfriends.
I mean,
Look, here's the thing. I've fucking fought that guy before. There's no way he is killing people by hand. Like, not full
Lucky
grown
he
men.
didn't butt fuck you, huh?
I'm just saying. There is not 12 full grown men in this fucking small of a town that he's able to kill by hand. It's not happening.
Are you saying you could have handled it?
Oh, man.
I don't know. I think Tarzan's pretty tough.
All right, so here's the thing.
You would have clapped back, huh?
I'm too drunk to argue with Cobra. He's whipping my ass. And that makes me feel really bad. And can I do the safe space timeout?
Hey,
Yeah.
Big D, Tarzan come in there. Oh, Evan just spread him. He's like, I'll fight you later, honey. Let's get this over with.
Man, I want to fight Cobra right now.
Oh.
Hey, B, you want to know something that's actually fucked up?
Yeah.
We had all of downtown closed off today because a human skull was found melting in the ice because it was fucking 17 degrees.
No way. Actually?
Yeah, right behind City Hall.
No way.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
I think it's a Halloween.
What-
Some
was there
fucking drunk
flesh
guy
on it?
fucking
I
freezer in the
well, I
window?
mean, I got on the show before I got to see any results, but for real, they had all of it shut the fuck down. They had every fucking unit available up and down the banks of the river. I got a video of the rescue team coming across the ice trying to figure this shit out. I'm
They were
pretty sure
rescuing the head.
it's like fucking teenagers threw fucking Halloween prop over the bridge at some point, and now they see it and they're like, "This is a fucking shut down the city type moment." But
Yeah, that went drove. There's no cops.
And it was a doll.
I don't know. I got on the show and I haven't checked, but the whole fucking town was like, "Shut the fuck down" when I got on the show.
When I was first drive earlier, there was no cops.
Well, that's
Um,
interesting.
Did you go to City Hall? Oh no, you were in the East End only.
I took a tour when I went to mine.
But that's so stupid. If they've already found the fucking skull, then why do they need to shut down the fucking road? They've got a skull.
Because
with
it's
teeth in it.
fucking 17 degrees and the ice is melting, and they're like fucking taking their sweet ass fucking time working their way out there to find out what the fuck it is. Last time I checked, they had not actually retrieved the skull to find out whether or not it was real, but it was a fucking pretty big deal. They shut it all
What are
down.
you saying? You guys up north got to send it to a lab to know if it's real or not?
You got to get close enough to see it. Look, it's frozen in the middle of the goddamn river.
Oh, I thought they already had it in hand. No. I mean,
Yeah,
somebody
send
walked
it-
out on the frozen river and said,
Send the
"There's a
diver
skull
down
in
there
there."
to grab it.
Look, I
Take
got a
it where
piss.
it's going.
Fuck. Whatever. I told B a story, not fucking Roy and Cobra, who are fucking cunts.
Tell those guys don't be so stupid. Tell them send a diver down there and snatch the head. There's probably an egg sandwich right tied to it. You did say head, didn't you?
Oh boy.
So, okay, now that Beer Man's gone and we can talk, I don't know if y'all listened to the show earlier, but Big B and Cobra, I went to my first arm wrestling practice ever.
Okay.
It was really cool. It was fun.
Where was it?
In Valdosta, about 35 miles south of here.
Okay, so less than an hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not that far.
Whose practice was it?
Well, it was at Tracy Norman's house, but Jerome Loud was there. Y'all know who Jerome Loud is?
Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
He's a good. He's fucking for real. Like he's no joke.
Well, they don't. He's not Jerome quiet. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's Jerome Loud.
Loud and proud. You know what I'm saying? Is that why you guys met up?
No, I just it's a funny story. Like I told this earlier at the beginning with Beer Man, but so I was talking to Artem. I was in Jacksonville talking to Artem, you know, the Russian spy Artem.
Yeah. That's.
And he's like, well, he's like, there's these guys, you know, there's these guys in Valdosta that you could practice with. I'm like, oh, who? And he's like, well, Tracy Norman. And I'm like, he's like, pull him up on Facebook. So I get my phone. I'm like, it's like, shit, this son of a bitch is friends with my brother-in-law, my sister's husband.
Oh, yeah.
So I contact him. And he's like, yeah, I went to high school with my brother-in-law's Chad. He's like, yeah, I went to high school with Chad. He's like, so
Arm
like,
wrestling.
small
That's arm
world.
wrestling.
Small world, man. Small world. So he's like, yeah, you can come to the practice. So I went, and it was fun. It was good. It was educational. I truly realized how it's something you got to learn. Something you got to learn.
Hey, Jerome Loud ain't no little fella, is he?
No, he's fucking legit. No, he's for real. Like he's fucking jacked.
And young and fresh.
Yeah, he's a lot younger than me.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him doing some. I've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was like, you know, first one I've ever been to. So I mean, obviously I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? But
When you look at his physique, imagine, and he's got nice length as well with his arms, yeah?
mm-hmm.
I wonder what he would do if he was born in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a very nice frame.
Speaking of fucking Kazakhs, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Todd Hutchings Ungerbayev rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Myself
as well.
Interesting to see if Todd can do that to him twice, or if
Only
Ungerbayev
because
can
I
make
have
that
inside
adjustment.
information, being a corner man for those dudes.
Yeah.
Angerbayev is loading more bullets. And he will be pulled differently this time. I'm sure Todd knows it.
Well, I mean, bro, that guy's one really smart, talented fucking arm wrestler, man. You know, like when it comes to like the new era, I'd have to say like for that like that young new super athlete, like he's in that mix. You know, like he's fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Hey, guess what? And there's one to step up behind him.
Yeah,
it's not stopping there. Bro, 4 years old, bro. At 4 years old, bro.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So what do you think? What do you think Ungerbayev? What do you think his approach is? Do you think he
winning?
Think he tries to top roll him?
Hitting his opponent.
I mean,
with more bullets.
Yeah.
Believe me, they've got a plan A and B right now.
I mean, because that first match was pretty one-sided, really.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Understood.
Well, it just showed. To be honest, that match was probably one of the best things that could have happened for the guy's career. You know what I mean? Because he identified a lane where he needed to improve. So that was probably a great thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But there are more components to it. Listen, Angerbayev and these Kazakhstanis are very, very scientific arm wrestlers. And their power, you already see that. So I don't have to even talk about it.
Yeah.
But real scientists.
I think he's
I'm so happy for arm wrestling. This is great. Hooray.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I can't stop, but I've read some books and I've done some studying about Genghis Khan and, you know, the Mongolian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And
the people, this is where they're from.
Yes, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at when you start looking at like the people from Kazakhstan and a lot of these Eastern European, Russian,
The Cossack belt. Well,
so
listen, I
many
was
of
there.
them,
Yeah.
so many of them have Mongolian. So many of them are probably descendants of fucking Genghis himself, because he.
Oh yeah, bro. Listen, our prayers were right there on the Silk Highway, bro. And these are serious. I love it. That's like home. Some of my ashes will be spread in Shadada.
They definitely didn't call him Genghis Khan dumb. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
just
right.
spreading it around.
Oh yeah, he spread it.
He literally made it a point. He made it a point everywhere he stopped to get somebody pregnant. Like, he was just trying to like.
So do I. That's so as old as time.
Feel me?
He took over. You think about it. He took over. I bet there's more people in the world that have genetic
great blood in them. Because
from
a lot of
Khan.
those pregnancies weren't consensual.
No, most of them probably weren't. But I mean, it was a different time. I mean,
if you wanted to keep your head onto the net, you already know what's coming, ho.
There's probably more people in the world with genetic lineage to Genghis Khan.
He'll put you on that other fucking big pipe he has.
Yeah. Man. I mean, what you talking about? Genghis Khan, like, fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean out.
So you knew I was coming, like Bass Reeves. Surrender, ho.
You keeping them all moist over there? Are you keeping them all moist at the car dealership over there, Cobra?
Ah, man, I'm just slapping them out a little bit, just trying to help some people.
Yeah.
Movie industry slow right now.
Yeah, man. We all gotta keep that portfolio diverse,
Motion, bro.
Exactly.
Man,
Whatever
you know
makes
what,
sense.
Cobra?
Whatever makes sense.
What's that,
I am
sweetie
so
pie?
tired of looking at that fucking sandwich.
Oh man, he's like, he's had enough.
Oh, that's not cool.
Also, I'm quite positive Roy's racism that's been enough for the night.
Yeah.
B,
We all fighting?
I don't think I've ever kicked you off a show before.
How about this?
So I'm just gonna end the show and like keep you.
Yeah. Double thumbs up.
All right. So